Hello Capricorn, welcome to your October 2016 love and general readings. Quick reminder, if you are on Instagram, I'd love to connect with you there at Jane International, and I might be setting up a Facebook page soon. If I do, by the time these videos are released, then I will put the link below in the description. So okay, Capricorn, let's focus on your love story for October 2016. Okay, here we go, Capricorn. Love reading for October 2016. Interesting. Okay. Some conflicting energies here, which I don't normally like. Actually, let me make sure you can, obviously it's best that they're all in line, but what can you do? So we have Temperance, and then for me, like almost a very opposite energy is the Chariot. So, we have like the idea of feeling at peace, of feeling calm, of feeling like things are, like you are at equilibrium, right? Like your heart and your head are kind of jiving. And finally, we always have these cycles, right? It's kind of like our heart and our head and, our logic versus passion. They kind of operate at interesting wavelengths, and every once in a while they sort of catch up to one another, and they'll be at the same, and then they'll kind of get out of sync again, and so I'm kind of thinking that maybe you're at a place where they're kind of caught up again, but I don't know how long that will last. Capricorn, I feel like you are being represented here by the King of Cups, okay, in the reversal. It's a little I don't like kings and queens in reverse because it makes me think that you feel in some way either lost or some way broken, or like your majesty has been dethroned in kind of, for lack of a better way. And this king specifically is, sitting on a throne surrounded by water. And sometimes in the reversal, sometimes the throes of the ocean can get a little overwhelming and kind of take you for a ride a little bit. Some of you may be experiencing one of two things, and they're completely opposite. Okay, some of you may be experiencing a very intense love, very intense, chemistry. And whether you're in a relationship or not, this can be someone that you're just meeting, or it can be someone that you've been in a relationship with for a very long time. And yet somehow like you're reaching this point of like the chemistry is really just working, right? And things are going well, and things are going and even though sometimes that chemistry can be very intense, right? And it can feel overwhelming, and it can feel like it's taking over you. Like sometimes you fall head over heels for someone, and it's like your whole world gets disheveled, yet you're so happy, but yet sometimes the chemistry is just like, it's like your whole world revolves around that. And that can be a good thing. It can also turn very sour. Now, the Lovers is also a card of choice. And this, to me, coupled with the Chariot, speaks a little bit more loudly than what I just was saying. The original artwork of the Lovers, I believe, was the picture of a man with two women, a blonde and a brunette, and that there was always a choice, right? A choice between two women, okay? And sometimes it can be a choice between two lovers, or a choice between two things that your heart desires. Some of you, that can be being single. You still want to be single, but you also still want the relationship. Some of you might actually have two people, two men, two women that you are interested in. Some of you can even just be feeling like you are faced with an ultimatum, all right? And you may love someone, you may care for them, but yet somehow you are not able or not willing to see a future with them. Now, I'm kind of all over the board, right? But the cards have so many meanings, I feel like I need to touch on all of them in order for it to make sense for most of you. I feel as though you are feeling bound, feeling trapped. And trapped sometimes even by the chemistry, by the goodness, okay? Trapped by how much this is consuming you. And for others, trapped by not wanting to hurt somebody, not wanting to hurt the person that is important to you in your life. But I do feel that there is a little bit of fog in your mind and in your heart. And the Chariot, okay, like I said, it's opposite. It's like you're feeling good and things are at peace in your life, but yet there is some level of upheaval in that. Which way do you go? Which direction is more right? Which direction makes the most sense? Which direction is best for you? Okay, I feel that there is someone in your life, significant other or just someone that you're dating, who is a quality person. You see who they are, you understand, what it is they bring to the table, but fire and water. You see the world from very different angles. You see things, your future. I think that there's a big story of the future here with the Hermit, right? And figuring out this person's place in your life. I have a feeling that some of you, or a lot of you, are dating someone that's great. They are, like I say, they're smart, they're intelligent, they're really good people. And that's sort of giving you the peace, right? And maybe this person, in theory, is very logical for you, very practical, makes a lot of sense. You could be a good power couple. You complement one another. Maybe you don't have a lot of conflict in the relationship, but yet it's not the one. And you know that it just isn't quite exactly what you thought it should be, or what you think you should have. And for others, okay, you might recognize the overwhelming chemical power between the two. I feel like this person, for some of you, kind of makes you feel that weak in the knees, right? And kind of steals your power and a little bit of your self-control. Not all of you, obviously, if you've been in a relationship for a very long time, that's probably evened out a little bit. But for some of you, that chemistry is good, but I also feel that you are smart and intelligent enough to recognize that maybe it is just chemistry, and maybe there's more, and there's something more deep that's missing. Okay? And if you're in a long-term relationship and this is your partner, this could be just either a difference in opinion of your life, of what you want in your life. Because I feel like you're looking this way and they're looking this way, and in the middle is the Hermit, and I don't know if you're meeting in the middle. And there's a sense of sadness here with the Five of Cups. There's a sense of feeling loss or feeling regret. There's a sense of, not seeing the good parts in life, right? And with the Three of Pentacles here, it's like not seizing an opportunity or not making progress towards something. I feel like there's like this feeling of being stuck. Maybe you are feeling like you don't want, like I say, to hurt this person. This is your partner. You're not wanting to hurt their feelings because you disagree with something. You disagree with maybe an issue that you've been dealing with, and you might be feeling a little bit powerless, because at this point I feel that maybe the Queen of Wands is sort of taking the lead and is sort of maybe dictating the terms of the relationship, or dictating the direction in which you're headed. I am feeling like you're feeling weakened by some love situation. Weakened and trapped, but yet there's calmness in your life. And I don't know how that, I don't really understand how it coincides or how it jives. Hopefully that speaks to you in some way. Like there's not a lot of turmoil, there's not a lot of drama, but yet you are feeling unhappy, and you are maybe feeling that dichotomy, passion versus logic, heart versus head, and maybe unable to really see the way out, unable to resolve the issue and to fix the problems that maybe you're having. I'm going to pull out some more cards. I feel like it's appropriate at this point. Queen of Pentacles, King of Cups, heart versus head, both you. I feel that she is fearful. She too is feeling unstable. She too is feeling unfocused. I think there's a lack of understanding of how you want this issue to resolve. There's a lack of understanding of how you approach the subject, right? There's something going wrong, something going awry, and you don't know how to do it. And I think that the longer you hold off, the longer you don't talk about it for the sake of keeping peace, it's going to prevent good things from coming in. This could indicate someone coming in, although mostly it's usually, new opportunities or new monetary or material things. But again, I feel like it's like the opportunity for stability. I don't think that this person provides stability for you, or your partner's not providing the support that maybe you need, or the emotional connection that you need and desire. Physically, some of you may be having really great chemistry, really great sex with someone, and things are really, really good. But again, that there are things that you don't see eye to eye on stuff. And so that bigger picture, that bigger realm is getting cloudy, it's foggy, and you don't want to mess up a good thing. But at the same time, by not approaching the subject and not talking to it, or not talking to this person, you are then preventing and denying yourself some blessings that could lead to maybe something more that you want. The Four of Wands, this more stability and the more concrete love that I think that you're you're craving or that you desire. So, I mean, this can be a challenge, you know, and again, Three of Pentacles can also be like a lack of communication or a misunderstanding. And I think that, I mean, this is a very smart person, the Queen of Wands. She's like a no bullshit type of person, and respects and understands directness. Now, these are the least direct signs, right? The cups or the water signs and the Virgo, or I'm saying Virgo, the earth signs, they're not the best at reading between the lines, but they also don't respond well. Like, they are the most likely to be passive aggressive. Now, you are a earth sign, okay, which is good, but the way that these two communicate is very different from the way this person communicates. This person needs directness. This person needs honesty. Otherwise, they're not going to worry about it. They're not going to think about it. So just be cognizant of that. And if you have unexpressed needs, now would be a good time for you to surface those. Okay, and don't deny yourself some good things that could be coming your way. Okay, so let's do general energies. Anything else that you are meant to know, career or in terms of relationships with people? I don't want that one. Okay. I mean, here you are again. I'm going to give you another reversal. There's something about this month where you really just aren't feeling, I don't know, is it like you're not feeling entirely confident, you're not feeling so much yourself, you're maybe dealing with personalities that you aren't usually familiar with. I see changes happening. I see positive changes happening for you. I feel as though there may be some contract negotiations happening, communications, discussions, again, negotiations, things like that. Maybe contracts that you are getting into that are going to be, I feel that they'll be smooth. Okay, I feel that things will go well. You're being blessed by the sun. There's no dark cards here. There's no dark energies. You're being blessed with a lot of blues and yellows. Blues are internal trust, the subconscious, the internal workings of our soul, okay? And yellows are cheerfulness and joy and success and victory and positive things. And to have the sun, which has both the blue and the yellow and, you know, kind of shining over everything is really, really great. Now, that being said, we do have the 10 of Cups in a reversal. For me, okay, the 10 of Cups speaks to me as saying that there's something idealistic, all right? And this ideal whatever is in some way a pie in the sky idea, right? It's more fantasy than it is attainable. Okay, although I think that you might get a part of it, all right? You may feel a sense of disappointment with these communications and these negotiations, okay? A lot of times these can indicate, I mean, this can be very easily be a love reading, right? Because we're talking about the cups here, especially with the Two of Cups. But for me, that's more of a concrete understanding. This month, I think the theme for you is communication and speaking what you wish, or, you know, expressing what it is you wish or what you desire. And being in the reversal, I feel that maybe you might be having a very difficult time understanding what it is you want, you know, maybe not having the best head on your shoulders for this. But if you are to just start talking your way through it, the people on the other end, I feel, will be very receptive, right? Interesting that this came out in the same position as the Queen of Wands. Someone in your life, partner or not, partner or otherwise, client, new position, you're negotiating salary, whatever, they will be understanding and they will be fair. Okay, I don't see conflict here for you. I don't see dark energies here for you. In fact, I feel as though if you can find a way to convey what it is you desire, that even though you might not get everything, you will get some. You will get something. This is a card of victory and happiness and success and joy, okay? And, you know, we can't all be billionaires and having our own private islands and all of that, right? So you're not going to get everything you want, but you will get a piece of it. Now, I think that there's a lot of nitty-gritty day-to-day stuff that needs to occur, that needs to happen. And I think that the one step at a time approach is best, because when you're feeling this way in the reversal, and that fogginess and that lack of clarity and understanding can feel overwhelming, can feel overpowering, and you can lose sight of, you know, you can decide, you can be like, what's the word I'm looking for? Paralysis or analysis paralysis, right? Where you think so much and you think so hard that you don't act. We even had the Eight of Swords here. So we have the two eights. And, you know, this is that one step at a time approach, one thing at a time. Don't allow, this is the to-do list. Write it down on paper, everything you need to do, everything you need to say, the things that you need to convey and you need the other person to understand. And that will get you closer to what you want. Now, there's a sense of freedom here with the Three of Wands, sense of being let go, a sense of having the freedom to explore. And I feel that you may get, like I say, a part of what you want. And, you know, these ships here, they bring things to people. They bring goods and messages and services to foreign lands, right? And it's positive. This is also a card of communication. This time the communication is not blocked. I see no blockage of communication in this particular spread. And I feel that you will end triumphantly, independently, okay? And I'm going to relay this back to the love reading, because I feel like maybe some of you are in relationships that are good, but that you don't want to be in, or that you're in a phase in your relationship that you really need to change. And I feel that there will be a sense of happiness and joy for you as your own individual person, just by figuring out what you want and saying it, okay? And even career-wise and financially, there can be an opportunity for you coming in, whether it's a new job offer, maybe not exactly the job you wanted, but a job offer and a good one that produces income nonetheless. Yes, you will need to work hard. Yes, you will need to put in your time, but that will not go unrewarded. You will see the fruits of your labor. And this is you specifically, you independently and alone, okay? Sure. Okay. Oh, it's not quite what I was expecting. I mean, this one makes sense, the Two of Wands. The 2 and 3 of Wands for me go very, very well hand in hand, okay? This is the projection of you creating your world, right? You creating your destiny. This is you realizing the power of decision and the power of action, right? You can decide to do things all day long, but until you actually take action and take those next steps, nothing will change, okay? Now, these are very interesting outcome cards, and not at all what I was expecting. I feel like a lot of this communication, negotiation is going to come out of a situation where you are just totally done, totally sick of it. You're tired of people maybe taking advantage of you. You're tired of people, again, this is, you know, stabbing you in the back. You're done with people that aren't of service or of goodness to you, right? Now, I feel like this might be prolonged, okay? Maybe these contract negotiations, even though they may be amicable and they may be good, prolonged with the Death in reverse, that things may drag out. And I feel that that's only because of this reversal energy that you have. Because the King of Swords wouldn't allow things to drag on. He wouldn't allow things to continue. What is this fear that you have, or this lack of desire to express what it is you want? What are you holding back? Because holding things back is preventing you from attaining what it is you want. Are you, what is this fear? Where is this coming from? There's no need. Death is a positive thing. New phases are a positive thing. They are joyful and they are meant to be celebrated. And I feel like you really are holding yourself back. You want to be free, you want to explore and take new steps and do new things, but it's almost as though you're telling yourself, well, what it is I really want is ridiculous and I can't have that, so I might as well just stay where I am. Well, why? Why can't you have it? You know, you might not get it right away, or you might only get a piece of it or a part of it, but it doesn't mean that eventually you can't have it. It doesn't mean that it's not here for you. Right? If you're expecting a lot from your job, if you're expecting a huge promotion right away without doing the work, I mean, you have to be logical and you have to be realistic about things, but it doesn't mean you can't have those things. Therefore, you stand still. And in a love relationship, again, I'm going to tie it back to love because of the Two of Cups and the Page and the Ten of Cups. You know, just because you don't have to settle, right? You don't have to be with someone that's a good person but that you don't feel the chemistry with, or maybe that's all you have and you don't have a real future, or you know, you don't have to be with someone that you're second guessing. You know, we all deserve to be with someone that we want to be in our lives. And I feel that there is a fear. Just think about those things. I'm not saying you making big changes right now, that's fine, but just something to think about given these outcomes here. So I'm going to leave you with that. Thank you for watching, and that's it. I'll see you next month. Bye.